The Georgia State Supreme Court has said they will not rule in an expedited manner in regards to the Georgia State Election Board and Republican Party attempt to appeal several rulings from a couple different judges last week about new rules involving the Georgia election coming up in 2 weeks, as the election is already underway. Now, they were trying to change a whole bunch of rules. They wanted hand recounts. They wanted to give election workers the ability to not certify elections. They wanted to do a whole bunch of things. And the different judges said these aren't happening. They need to be passed by the state legislature, not by the election board. There was no funding for some of this. It was outside of their scope, a whole bunch of things. Well, the Georgia State Election Board and the Georgia Republican Party had appealed to the Georgia State Supreme Court in an emergency manner and wanted them to take the case, hear a ruling, and issue a ruling between now and the election, which is 2 weeks away. And the Georgia State Supreme Court said, no, we're not doing this. This will be scheduled as normal. We will hear it when we get to it in normal course, which could be months from now. So the election rules that were overturned by the judge stay overturned. There's not going to be the hand recount or the hand counting of ballots. There's not going to be any of the other shenanigans. They have to certify, etc., or they are in violation of state law. The Georgia Supreme Court has said we are not taking this up right now, and we'll see what they do after the election. But after this election, it's probably not going to matter, and the Georgia State Election Board will probably drop their case because they're not. It's not going to matter once Donald Trump does not win this election. This was all an effort to get things changed ahead of time to muddy the waters and make it hard for Kamala Harris to win Georgia. Now, I think she's going to win Georgia, and I think some down ballot Republicans are probably in trouble in Georgia, including Marjorie Taylor Greene. There's a good chance Greene does not get reelected, and they were all kind of hoping this was going to be their backdoor way in to making sure people like Marjorie Taylor Greene got reelected and that Donald Trump won Georgia. So we'll see how Georgia turns out in the election, but I'm thinking it's going to stay blue like it was for Joe Biden. And now we don't have to worry at all about these rule changes because the Supreme Court has said they are not going to interfere with this. They are not going to change anything this close to the election.